Oh, thank you, Gene. Thank you for the.
Oh, good job.
By the way, Gene's been doing that for the last 10 minutes. He is committed. He is
He is.
committed.
Has he really been doing it for the last 10 minutes?
He has been doing it for quite a while.
Oh, Gene, I'm going to give you inspiration.
What is that? Is that his nose?
That's his nose. Gene,
Let's not investigate too closely.
Lord.
Welcome to Reaper Miniatures.
Better than what Bobby was showing us a minute ago.
Oh, that's your opinion.
Reaper Errant.
Oh, boy.
Oh, we're pretty Errant.
I love it. That's the best. It is absolutely the best. We're going to play some D&D 5e. Maybe. A little bit. Sometime tonight.
At some point.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. And Dragon Pink, yes, dire nostrils. So you might notice that we have Justin is here.
I love it. That's the best. It's
I can hear me.
Oh,
Justin is here, or is a voice in our head. Whether or not he speaks to you as well is entirely up to him this evening, but we can hear him. But as a player, we wanted something more than a computer, Glow, and Justin to play with. So we get to play with Jen tonight, but we'll let everybody introduce themselves and their characters.
Yay!
I'll introduce myself afterwards. It's not. We'll start up with Bobby, though.
All right. I am playing Pugh, the mighty and indomitable known bard, armed with my war shawm. There I am. Aren't I cute?
You are. I love it. Okay. Gene.
Exciting.
I'm Gene Van Horn. I'm playing Gooseneck, the lizard folk barbarian, and I like chicken. And I like to make weapons and armor out of our vanquished foes' bones. So, although we haven't vanquished any foes yet to really use their bones, so hopefully tonight.
What a bummer.
Which bones?
Yeah.
Which bones?
That is the goal. Jason.
Not a wishbone.
Hello, I'm Jason Weeby. I'm playing Corncob Thunderbludgeon, a dwarven cleric who likes long walks in the mountains.
That's good.
Is this a dating profile?
Maybe.
I don't know. I can't. I hope
Margaritas
not.
On the beach?
Because I'm looking at what I got in front of me, and it's, kind of sad.
Michael.
Hi. My name is Michael, and I am playing Abran, the elf ranger, who has a little bit of anger management issues. I'm just ready to track down this house and set fire to this witch.
Mm-hmm.
And her children, and her pets,
Yep.
and her friends.
So we're saving the pet.
Just the witch. Just the witch. We're saving everybody else.
Rhonda.
Turned over a new leaf.
Yes.
I'm Rhonda Bender. I play Fathom. I'm a tiefling. I like spells. I have a patron who helps me out with the spell.
Mm-hmm. Which we haven't met yet.
Wink, wink.
We'll have to meet them at some point.
Oh, that's scary.
What's your Patreon?
Patron. A Patreon. Patron.
Oh, patron. Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
meant
for
Patreon.
$5 a month, I get a lot of spells.
Warlock Patreon.
Yeah.
You're going to hire yourself out just to drop in D&D Beyond games.
You have to get to the upper tiers of pay to get the good spells.
So is that like the Spell of the Month Club?
Yeah, I think so. Jen.
I'm Jen Greenwald. I'm playing Kay Nimblewit, who is a human rogue.
A human?
A human?
Oh. Who let the human in?
What?
Oh.
We had a No Humans Allowed club.
Yeah,
We did.
Oh.
And here I was worried about a paladin and a human shows up.
Well, human hasn't showed up yet. Not yet.
Oh, that's right. We don't know about that yet. Sorry. I didn't mean to spill the beans. She's not showing up as beans, is she? No.
Yes, the witch turned
Good.
into
We haven't
beans.
searched everything yet. Witches, magic beans. It's a thing.
Well, there was some trees we didn't look at. Maybe there's a bean tree out there.
Could be. My name is Frank. I will be the Dungeon Master. I DM for Nightheart Gaming, and this is always a blast. So I'll give a quick fill-in for what happened last time. They went to the swamp. They were trying to find a witch to undo curse that is on children, that has turned them children into rats. They have it on good authority. I don't know. I heard some talk before the game that they're beginning to have self-doubt.
I'm really questioning that whole thing.
So they find a lovely old crone in the middle of the swamp who invites them to have a biscuit, and somehow some combat ensues. After some fighting, the crone disappears into her house. The house then gets up and skedaddles very quickly away, quick enough that they couldn't catch it, but it left first a long groove as it seemed to slide across the swampy landscape, and they began to track it down. And then they actually found footsteps inside it that looked like giant bird feet of some kind. And that is where we left off.
Let's don't burn that down. I think we should keep that house and just wander around the whole world with it.
Well, we'll see.
No.
We'll see how that
We have to
goes.
catch it first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be easy.
So
It's just a giant chicken to a lizard man.
we'll find out how Jen. It's true. That is absolutely true. Gooseneck loves
That
chicken.
got a hell of a pair of drumsticks on it. Ain't it?
Getting hungry just thinking about it.
Could feed
See?
the entire
Then you have to
tide.
try to keep him from eating the house.
It's chicken
Well,
to go.
Yeah, I think maybe the wooden part might stop him, but
That's just
Awesome.
fiber.
So, before Justin dips out, because we have the fortune of a player not being here, actually being here for this, and Jen dips in, you've had your full night's rest. You rested in the safety of what used to be the yard of the chicken house. It was comfortable. It was okay. Well, it was as comfortable as it's going to be for a swamp. And you wake up the next morning, and I know you're tracking this house. So you don't make it too far before you find double doors laying on the ground. And as these double doors are laying here, something right here. As these double doors are laying here, one begins to sort of I'm gonna put one there. There's another one right next to it. Pretend it's the same size. We have to use our imagination. It sort of wiggles in front of you and begins to move, and then an arm pops out of the door, and then the door sort of forms into a non-solid object. It begins to push up, and a face and a head and the whole body of a human pops out. The door just sort of twists apart from the other one and disappears. It seems that there was a human that somehow was transfigured as a door.
what?
Oh yeah, and
It's
there's
a good thing Justin wasn't around. He would have blown him up.
Man,
I know. Jen would have been dead before she showed up.
well now wait, we don't know this is Jen, and there's still another door laying there. I'm a little worried about
That's a
that.
good point.
There is.
Come on,
some-
Bobby,
that is
don't
a good
ruin the
point.
surprise. Keyhole.
So, yeah. How do you want to?
I've got my
Hey, you
quarterstaff
door person.
ready.
Does the door person appear injured?
Tired, perhaps.
And the door person's clothing the door person isn't naked.
No.
The paint turned into the door person's clothes or
No.
something?
I think Jen can describe what the door person looks like.
It's magic.
How does she
Bobby.
know? Wait, I'm confused now.
Through the magic of metagaming, Jason.
I thought she was going to show up as a pile of beans or something. I'm really just out of it now.
I threw you all off. I thought for sure you thought it was going to be a goat.
I know.
I thought it was going to be a goat
Yeah,
too.
I thought it was going to be a goat.
I was
So
hoping
it
for a
still
potted
could be.
plant.
We brought the goats with us, right?
So I'll yell at this person to identify themselves.
So I'm going to stand up and kind of shake myself off, looking a little disoriented. So where is this?
We asked you to
swamp.
identify yourself first. Don't ask us where you are. Tell us who you are.
All right. My name is Kay.
Hi, Kay. You're in the swamp. Looks like you were a door,
Okay.
no, you're not.
Where did you come from? Because to us it looked like you were a door a minute ago.
Yeah,
I
you're welcome.
was.
We saved
Just
you
a
from the
random
witch.
door laying in a swamp. I mean, we're already really out of it here.
Yeah. I mean, that was not exactly something that I did on purpose or even myself. I found this old cabin in the woods, and it didn't have a door, and well, then it did. Let me say
the
that
old
view
door
of the
trick.
swamp gets really boring after about the first 2 days.
Where
So
do you hail from originally? The swamp or the door or an actual town?
oh, actual town.
Wow.
Did
Jen
you
gets-
meet an old lady?
I'm giving Jen
This is
Are you
inspiration.
from the
convincing.
door?
Are you
Can
from the
witches-
town that the children have been turned into rats?
Happy
No.
Acres or whatever the hell
You have
it
So-
was.
no
Happy
knowledge
Acres.
of that, Key.
Yeah, when I went through the
but-
town, I was not aware of any rat children.
Okay, but that's not your hometown. You're from another place.
Oh yeah, I'm from farther away than that. I've been traveling.
That's
Okay.
just what
At
a
least.
witch would say.
And
I mean, a
what
witch's
brought you
ally.
into the swamp? Why were you alone in the swamp, or were you alone?
I was alone. I was traveling through to the next village that I was heading towards.
Did you eat some of that fruit off of one of those trees?
A little bit.
Anybody give you a bracelet at any point?
A biscuit,
a bracelet,
maybe?
someone,
The
biscuit bracelet?
the last thing you do remember, Jen, is eating fruit off of a tree. Just as a snack, it seemed pretty harmless and seemed pretty good.
Excuse me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. No bracelets, nothing like that. I just was passing by that house and saw some tasty looking fruit on the tree, took a bite, and door.
Woke up the door. Now,
So you didn't
do
see the
remember-
old lady?
So you were just
Bastard.
one half of the door. Were you just one half of the door, and the other door half might be a person still, or is it just a door?
I couldn't tell
Did
you.
you ever talk? To
I
the
mean-
other, you didn't talk to the other half or anything, and then carry on a conversation, or
No. I
Can
mean,
I detect
door.
magic on the other half of the door?
You can.
I would like to do that.
Hey, where's
Because if we don't have to haul a door around, let's not haul a door around.
I'm gonna poke it.
There is magic associated with it. It might be good to leave someone with it while you're out
Is there-
house hunting.
is all our party here
What?
and accounted for?
Yes, all your party is here and accounted for.
Okay.
Well, we do have a door specialist on team.
We do.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so we're going to leave him to guard the door?
Special.
Can we trust that
Is
person
it
to
too
be
large
left
to
with this
drag
door?
with us?
Yes, it is too
I
large.
think we need
I
to
mean-
leave somebody here.
Realistically,
Don't you?
Pew Joel, it's not too large to drag with you, but it's large enough that it would slow you down and become a burden of some sort.
Yeah. We've got a
Okay.
door guy. Leave the door guy with the door.
Let's not split the party. That's always imprudent.
So
I say let's
Man, how
let's
do you
lean
get
the door up. Let's lean the door up against a tree, so that if somebody wakes up, they're not head down in the mud and drowned.
That's
And maybe leave
That's a good
Justice
thought.
character by the door.
Yeah.
it's true
Do
that
what by the door?
Ivan would love to
Ivan.
watch the door.
Quiven.
Ivan wanted
Quiven
to
is
watch the
going to
door.
watch the door.
Oh,
Ibn.
Quiven. If you're gonna say
Quiven.
We were
Yeah.
using the wrong name. That's
Quiven.
for Pete's sake. Yeah, how are we gonna know who you're talking about if you don't call the guy by his name?
Well, I don't know his name, and I don't really care.
It's Quiven. Quiven.
Quiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a friend named Steven somewhere, but that's okay.
Well,
That's weird. I have
Quiven
a
can
friend named
stay with
Steven
So-
here.
All right, so let's let Quiven stay with the door.
Okay.
Yes.
And so are we
Now-
going to trust this other door person? Or because that's a fishy story. But
Well, you have goats that you already have a story.
the goats can tell us if she's
Yeah.
bad.
There is one
We-
goat.
we
Look, I
know-
made sure.
The witch has a propensity for changing things into other things. I mean, that's kind of her whole deal, I think.
Okay, so we're going to explain.
But are we
What's,
not
I'm sorry.
also
What's the door person's name again? Kay?
Quiven.
Okay.
Kay.
Oh, the other door person.
So
Now we
we're
have
going
two
to
door
explain to
people.
Kay. We've been tracking this witch who is turning children into rats, and she escaped in her house with giant chicken feet, and now we're getting ready to go after her. Would Kay like to join us in this quest?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can
I-
leave the most literal portal right there, I guess.
Get revenge for
Yeah.
her turning you into a door?
Yeah, I feel like there should be some words about that. That's really not a thing you should do to people who are just traveling through.
Let me ask you,
So
you
rude.
didn't want to become a door, right? You didn't want to be the door. Because I'm worried these kids wanted to be this rat, and maybe she was just helping them out.
I mean, would you want to be
No.
a door? A door?
No.
No, I didn't want to be a door.
No,
well,
guess not.
do you
I mean, if
remember
she's going to
anything
have enchanted
prior-
fruit that turn people into doors, she should at least put up a sign, you know?
I would think.
That seems
Yeah.
reasonable.
Door fruit?
Of course, we're blaming on the door. It might be the hinges.
prior to your transformation back from door back to human? Do you recall anything that might have triggered it?
So I'll hop in there and say, you do feel, Kay, as though there was just a weakening in the magic as it left the area.
So it seemed to me like once the house started moving, the enchantments on it just started losing power. So I think it must have finally just broken on its own.
Also, if you remember, you all chopped down some trees.
We did.
That's right.
The nasty tree.
With fruit on them.
Oh, no.
Kate, while you were a door, were you perceiving things?
Oh,
I'm sorry, was
gosh.
I what?
You remember your
Like,
life
were
as a
you
door?
aware of things? Like, do you know anything about this woman that we're hunting?
Did she slam you hard?
To interject some mechanics in
Yeah.
here for you, Kay, I will give you advantage on any history checks involving this witch while you were a door, but everything is very fuzzy and hazy.
Okay.
If only that
Maybe we
door
can
could
get some
speak.
weaknesses and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, I remember some things. It's all kind of fuzzy. There was a lot of, well, I mean, you don't have eyes or ears as a door, so, I got some senses for some things, but if you have questions, I can try to help.
Put your hand down, Proctor.
Michael's
For
raising
Pete's
his
sake.
hand.
I think Abman has questions.
Can we
Be careful, don't look at his
start
abs too closely.
Can we start following the tracks of the chicken house, and we can have this conversation while we start tracking the house?
That's
Sounds like
Sounds good to
Abern's
me.
interested
good
in getting
idea.
on his way. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a smart elf.
You can. So, Pugh Joel, you do have a goat. It is Mark, who is quite friendly and happy to join you.
Yay!
There's Mark.
Did the other goat die?
No, the other goat is Mary and is hanging about in the back, safe.
Well, we got
Attached to the other
safe
goat.
with
We got
items
a
in the
cobbler
door.
goat, right? We got
There-
a cobbler
there's
goat.
no-
They're both
Yeah,
cobblers,
he's a-
I think.
We have a tasty goat.
And there's no
we're gonna try to get the
indication.
goat back to being a person.
Yeah.
There's no indication that this spell is weakening.
No.
We got to at least get him some hands so he can work on our shoes.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
he
would be
became a
careful
goat from
with
eating the
that
fruit, though.
Why would you
Is-
be
he
careful
probably
with
likes to
goats?
became
headbutt things. Well, he just likes to headbutt things. Did you see those? No more door. See this scar? That goat.
Oh,
Mm.
so you did by headbutt. You didn't mean a chaos mutation. You meant an actual action.
Yes.
Well, in this swamp, you never can tell.
That's what I was worried about.
All right. So are we?
All right,
Are we
saddle up.
moving out?
Saddle
You
up.
are.
Yep.
You are. You
Yep,
are
yep.
traveling
Yeah.
along.
We need to
Who's
establish a
point man?
marching order.
I would love
I'll
for
go
you to
second.
establish. Okay,
I'll go
Corncob is
first.
second. Looks.
I like
looks like
being more in the middle.
Abern is first. Fathom is
I'll-
more in the
Unless
middle.
you, yeah.
Mark and I will
I'll
come
rear
after
guard. That's
Fathom.
fine.
Okay, and
I'll rear guard.
rear guard for Gooseneck, but where will Kay?
Up to her. She's
Is this
got
a
a free will.
single? Do we need to go single file?
I'll be towards the back.
Are
Do
we
you have a
required to be
bow
single
or a
file?
sling of any kind?
You don't have to go single file.
We don't know what you're armed with. What are you proficient at, Kay?
Let's
So-
go by twos.
I'm going to check and make sure that I undoored with all of the equipment that I doored with in the first place, and if that is the case, you can have a bow and rapier.
Yes, you have
Oh,
all the
that's a
equipment that
good
you
one.
have.
Stylish.
We could use some more missile troops for sure.
And you've come to the dreaded foe, a river.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We've done this
Rhonda.
before.
All right.
Historically, not my shining moment.
There is.
Now you know why she's called Fathom.
We need.
Now, does the,
Wow.
That's good.
the chicken
That was good.
the
Mark it
chicken
on the
tracks
plane.
The chicken tracks
cross
bound over. It's like a double-footed hop right over it, as though it was almost nothing for it.
Well, I wish I was a chicken now. No, I don't.
How wide is the river?
About 30 feet or so.
Oh boy. Is it fast, swimmable?
This
Deep.
one is pretty slow moving. It could be deep, but you're in the middle of the sort of a swampy area, and you can see it sort of melts off in areas and helps feed this just the swampish type soil
We have
around
something
it.
like a raft or a door that we could ride across.
But there is there is some current.
Can I make a perception check?
Of course, yeah.
Why don't you just make a swim check?
I got a total of 19.
Okay. Yeah, so it seems like it is deep, but for those that can swim, it's not moving incredibly fast, so it shouldn't be too hard to swim across it. If you're,
Did I get the sense of
I
any
think we need to
critters
do the
nearby?
guide rope thing again, guys. Someone
Yeah.
get over there,
Yeah.
anchor rope, so we have something to hang on to as we try to swim. I mean, I'm a dwarf in heavy armor. I'm not going to last very long in that water.
no critters
I-
nearby.
I moved
Would-
the elf go across with a rope.
Well, I was actually
I second
thinking.
that.
No,
It's
I
been
was
moved and
thinking
seconded.
that,
All in favor? All in favor, say
Aye.
aye.
Let him say what his plan is,
Gene,
Sorry.
since
and we can mock it later.
we have a lizard man. Gooseneck is a lizard man who's probably the best swimmer out of all of us.
Yeah, but we don't want to
You're
lose
making an
him.
assumption. What if he's a desert
I don't know.
lizard?
He might be a desert lizard. Yeah. I
You
don't
got
know.
webbing between your toes there, pal? You got some webbing? Show us your webbing.
Oh God! I've been in the swamp way too long with these folks.
He might be a desert lizard in a swamp. How about out of his element?
Gooseneck, are you a aquatic lizard or a desert lizard?
I have aquatic. I do have aquatic abilities
You have
Oh, there
aquatic
we go.
tendencies?
somewhere. I'm trying to find them.
Okay.
But yes,
All right.
I can hold my breath. I believe for 10 minutes underwater,
Holy
something like that.
gosh.
I'd be
Well, why
happy
don't
to
you swim
think about
over
that.
and-
Thought I could.
Thinking-
Why don't you swim over and
Yeah.
secure a rope over there? Because you're also very
I
strong.
would be glad to. I was thinking
Yeah.
since we have a lot of small people in our
And
party,
a goat.
maybe we could chop down
And to go.
a tree. And
Well, I can anchor. I can belay an anchor over here
Okay.
on this end if you guys can drag me across when it's
So
all
Frank,
over.
I'd like to swim across with a rope.
Great. Make
Does
an
any-
athletics
does-
check. It's not too difficult. DC is
Okay.
8. 8.
All right. I got
Anybody
an
have
8
a
plus
rudimentary
4.
lathe?
8
Oh,
plus
12.
4. No problem. You swam right across to the other side of this river.
All right. While I was carrying my rope, holding the rope
Yep.
with me. Okay, guys.
I had the other end of the rope.
I want to anchor it. Is there like a tree close by or a
The
rock
biggest
or something I can
issue
anchor
with
it on?
this swamp area is that there's not much to anchor it on over here that's sturdy. There is, it's almost like
Can I
you're gonna
wrap
have
it
to
around something and
hold
then just hold it?
I still have some
There's something I
pitons.
can-
Holding it is going to be the
the-
strongest option, probably.
Okay.
Can I
All right.
stake
I'll
it
just
and hold it on my side?
You can stake it, but the ground
gonna
is
last.
very swampy, so
I'll just wrap it around my waist and hang on.
Okay. All right, so we have corn cob on one side, and we have gooseneck on the other that are holding this rope taut. And who's the first to? Well, I mean, who's going across?
How are we getting the goat across?
I'll go across.
Well, we can't leave it with the grain, so we have to send it across with the fox.
I will. I'm going to tie a
I'm gonna go
lead
across.
rope around it, and goats are excellent swimmers.
They are. They're aquatic goats.
And
If they live in a
Yeah,
swamp.
yeah. So
They
I
got
will
webbed
when I
hooves.
cross, I will lead the goat across.
Okay, Abram
All right,
was
I'm
the
gonna-
first person, I think.
I'm going to go across. I have to make a dexterity check, right?
Since there is a rope, yes.
Unless I
You
want to
could
walk
actually
across the
blow into the
Athletics
goat's
or
bladder.
dexterity?
It should be athletics. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. 18.
You could float the
Okay.
goat. We could just float across.
And you have advantage because the rope that's in between you.
I keep forgetting it's a person.
And then I think Pugh, and the goat.
That's
Pugh,
correct.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check. I'm just gonna.
It's in the middle of the river.
11.
Roll.
11. That is excellent. That's all you need with what you're doing. Who's next? Is it going to be Kay or Fathom?
I might
I'll
as well
go.
face my fears. Okay, you can. You're new to our group. You can go first.
Okay, Kay's heading across.
That's a 20 on the dice.
Whew, no problem.
Oh,
Kay made it look like it was
can't
nothing
cross
to
the
cross
water.
that water. Okay,
She was a
you own
door.
that river.
it's Fathom's
Yeah.
turn.
And we're rolling
got
with
that.
advantage.
It's advantage athletics.
All right, let's see if I can manage that. All right, 19. Woo. Learned from previous river adventures.
No problem. So, Corncob, you're left on the other side, not really.
So get a couple of stout people and just drag
pull
me
him
over as
across.
I try to swim.
Okay.
So I'll just tie that rope around my waist.
Okay. Gooseneck, you're going to hand the rope to someone else too to help out?
Sure.
Okay.
Abraham,
you,
help me out here.
you have advantage
We need-
too then,
I got it.
Corncob.
All right, I got a 16 and plus 4 in athletics, so 20.
Perfect. Look at this. This river was nothing like the first river you encountered.
These really aren't supposed to be that hard. They're always such a big deal.
You made it across.
I was wondering if Kay had any recollections about the
Now let's
potential
go kill
weaknesses
a
of the witch.
Oh, that's a good question.
Do you want to play?
Okay, if you.
I will try to remember
Okay,
any weaknesses.
Advantage history check.
17.
17. So,
All right.
in your time there, you didn't see any necessarily true weaknesses that you could take advantage of physically, but the witch does have a penchant for transforming things into other things. Often you would see farm type animals come out of it, or even parts of the house directly, pieces of furniture, things that are left around. If she happened upon a traveler, she might transform them into a bench so that she could just take advantage of them and sit on them the entire rest of their lives under her
So
watch.
this witch has a furniture fetish.
Do you have any idea how many people might be transformed into objects that are still in the cabin?
Well, I can't speak to how many might have been there before I got there. But pretty much everyone who came by the house got turned into something.
Hey.
So
Do you have any
could
ideas
be
how
quite
to
a few.
unturn them?
All right.
If we
I
could
don't
know
unturn
as
them,
I
we'd
ever
have a
saw
lot
her
of
do that.
allies.
We have the
All right.
magic bracelet.
Saddle up, people.
Let's,
Let's get
let's
moving.
burn the witch.
Yeah, we can walk while we're
Yep.
while we're
Burn
talking.
the witch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed we were
You can
walking while we
dock
were
up
talking.
while we move.
But if we can figure out
if
how
we
to
could find a,
transform them back to people, that would be helpful.
We gotta.
Or chicken.
Well,
I think we kill the witch and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I bet
now
you
we
they
got to be
all
careful
come
about
back to
breaking any of her furniture while we're killing her.
yeah. Don't break the furniture.
collateral damage. Collateral damage.
Ooh,
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I'm glad we don't have a paladin.
This is why you don't have a paladin.
Watch out for that butter churn.
So after
We already messed with the butter churn.
he did, and
Oh,
it
I
didn't
never
turn
thought of
into
that. We threw it at somebody.
You did.
Yep.
You absolutely did.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Corn cob.
What if that was the mayor?
Depends on his party alignment.
I am
I
going
was
to
going to say, if it was
read-
the mayor, he probably deserved it. No.
Oh, the river is
Oh.
flowing away.
Wow. That was a
Just like
live
that.
action effect right there.
Oh,
As you're,
Some high budget. That's high budget stuff now.
I have to keep the budget up for everyone. So
That's great.
Yeah, as you continue on, you go quite a few hours. You're following these sort of footprints. You make it about a whole traveling day, and you know that there is an issue of being sort of mildly left behind. And you come to an area where you see a large footprint in the ground. And you've been following footprints, but this one is a singular footprint. Again, bird. It's the house footprint as far as you know. and it seems to have sank in a lot more than usual. Anybody that is proficient in the nature skill may make a nature check.
I think that your person at the front of the line who doesn't seem to be in his chair.
Yeah, that would be Abrin.
Abran. Abran,
No.
we need you.
No, Aberrant's turned into a chair.
Now, on my
Curse
on
that
my
witch.
Okay, smart.
I'm not
Alex.
quite-
On
You
my
need to
character
roll your
sheet, I
nature.
am-
Okay.
Oh, roll
on
your
the
nature.
How do you know,
What kind of dice is that?
Mr.
I got an
Carter?
8.
Mr. Carter.
You got an 8.
Yeah.
You're not sure what that means. Make a survival check since you're using survival to follow these prints.
Oh, okay.
Peugeot has questions.
19.
19. Okay, I'll tell you about what that
Yeah.
means right after I find out what Pugil is asking. What's up, Pugil?
How do I know whether I have proficiency in a skill or not?
There should be, if you're looking at D&D Beyond, there should be a full circle that's blacked out,
Filled in dot.
filled in dot.
Okay. So a half a dot is not proficient, and a filled-in dot is. What does the dot with a circle around it mean?
That means expertise. That means you have basically extra proficiency in it.
Okay, I have that
Half
in
a dot.
nature.
I mean, you can have. Oh well, roll that because find out about the quicksand or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's not walk on that.
Or the takeoff point. Now it's flying.
15 plus 5 is 20.
Oh, wow.
I hear a fly.
Well, you are in the swamp.
Because we're in a swamp.
I
I don't like this.
It looks. This is where you're familiar with different species of birds, and sometimes when they roost at night, they tend to stand on one leg, and it looks like this house stood on one leg here roosting, and then took off. So this is at the end of your travel day after a night's rest. So this appears to be where it rested the night before.
Are there any hut eggs anywhere?
Chicken.
Well, it's interesting you say that because as you look around, well, I guess that's not quite fair. Corncob, make a investigation as you're looking for hut eggs.
Oh boy.
When you say took off, do you mean into the air or just started running again?
Minus
Running,
one. I got
running.
a 17, minus one, 16.
16. Corncob, over near a sort of swampy outcropping of a large bush, you find a chest just plopped down in the swamp water.
Be polite, it could be a neighbor.
I know.
Yeah, can I detect
Boy,
magic
you've got
again?
You've got us questioning everything now, Frank. I'll look at the chest. Does it look like it's an egg for a house of some kind?
So,
Not very smart.
yeah,
I didn't see that just before.
you sort of look down. It looks like a normal chest. It seems to be
With a-
closed,
or a lock?
clasped. It is not. It could be locked. It's got a locking mechanism in it, but it's
I'll
not
poke
external.
it with my quarterstaff just to see if it feels like wood or some weird kind of egg.
Okay.
Or
When
a
you poke it with
neighbor?
the quarterstaff, make a perception check.
Can I detect magic on it?
Yes.
see,
you
oh,
can
I got
detect
20.
magic on it. 20. So it does not feel like an egg, but it thumps more like a melon than a chest.
Do I remember this chest from the house at all?
More freshly, more organic than a wood, apparently. Hey,
So-
guys, I found a chest over here. What seems to be a chest, but it doesn't thump like wood.
Jen, make a history check with advantage.
11.
11. Kay, you do not remember this chest.
Okay, I'm Detecting away.
Okay. You so it spins a little. Now, when you cast detect magic, you're casting it. Oh no, you get it free because you're
Yeah,
because
it's
you're
at will.
patron. We haven't met yet. So let's move you up here. Let's move you all up a little bit. If you don't like where I've positioned you, you may tell me, and I will move you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I have a 30 range, so
30-foot range.
I don't need to get too close to it.
I'll keep you right at 30 feet. You and Abram. So everybody with 30 feet ranges. So it doesn't appear to be magical in nature. The door did appear to be magical, just to be clear.
Open it up.
So I don't think this is a transformed person, but I also don't think this is what it looks like.
It doesn't thump like wood. Do we have somebody that has thieves' tools?
Why, yes.
It's obviously filled with flies. I mean, I can hear them.
Why don't we roll it over on its front? If it's respirating through its keyhole, maybe we can drown it in the mud.
Because it might be the butcher or the baker or the candlestick maker, right?
It's not magic like the door.
Mm-mm.
It
Do
might
we have
just
some
be
way to try to flip the lid without touching it though?
I got a quarter
Like a
staff.
stick?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Don't touch it. I would use your.
I'll try to open it. I'll try to flip up the lid like she says with my quarter staff. Is it locked?
Okay, so you put your quarterstaff, you try to flip up the lid, and I need everyone to roll initiative as this mouth opens on the top of it.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
I told you we should have drowned that sucker. Oh, good.
Well, I don't
And
think.
a long pseudopod-like tongue shoots out of it towards you. Oh, I got to open my Reaper Miniature Pizza Dungeon dice. Excuse me.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, exactly, Justin.
Pipe down, Cleveland.
Oh, is Justin playing the chess?
Is Justin playing? No, Justin's not playing the chess.
I don't want to hear about Justin's pseudopod.
So few of us do.
We're just going to leave that one.
That's
Yeah.
a Julie Guthrie chest, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just leave that one.
Not a
Let's
real
not touch
pod,
it.
it's just a pseudopod, so we're okay.
Yeah.
Let's find out what this chest rolls for initiative here. Okay.
Well, I bet it'll be a 4.
I bet it'll beat a 5.
Wow. Okay. Pugh, what was your initiative?
A 5.
Oh, okay. Wow. Gooseneck, what was your initiative roll?
17.
Oh, that's fast. And Corncob?
4,
Okay.
he said proudly.
Abrin?
I had a 14.
14. Ready to attack. And Fathom?
Always.
19. That was
19.
a suspicious chest.
Wow. And then finally K.
11.
11. Okay. Fathom, most on her guard. What would you like to do?
Fireball.
Well,
Fireball.
I get a lot of mileage out of that chill touch, so I'm going to give that a shot.
Okay.
I mean, it does look like it wants to eat Corncob's face, right?
Absolutely. The teeth came open. It looked for the opportunity. Definitely was laying in wait for the right opportunity to try to bite someone close to them.
I rolled an 18 plus 5, so 23, I'm going to say. And then 4 points of damage, if that hit.
20. Yeah, it absolutely does hit. And 4 points.
I'm going to be really concerned if it doesn't. Going to run away.
Run away. No, it does. All right.
And that is the necrotic damage in the event that strange punches.
Right. Okay, then. Gooseneck, also on your toes and ready for action.
I'm gonna I'm gonna rush in and whack it with my Morning Star.
Okay. Oops. I accidentally...
Oh,
You whacked it really hard.
yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh.
He falls
That's
into
like
its
a-
mouth.
Woof.
I do get a +4, but it's still a 1. So.
During attacks, and only during attacks, 1s are automatic failures. 20s are automatic hits. Okay.
Do I have to roll any sort of penalty?
No. I'm not that kind of DM. I'm the kind of DM that makes you second guess every inanimate object. Abram.
Standard attack. I got my bow out. I'm going to plug it with an arrow as long as I have clear line of sight.
You do.
I rolled a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And then I did 12 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, that's a solid. There's just an arrow now sticking out of the top door of this chest. The top of this chest. And as it was laying in wait, it swaps up towards Corncob. Because that is its
go ahead.
intended snack.
Bastard.
That is a 11 to hit you, Corncob. Does that hit you?
No, I have an 18 armor class. I don't
Alright.
think so.
Does not then. Okay, so it just slaps off of whatever, and it cannot seem to... You do notice as it hits you that there's a long sort of... Not hits you, but hits your armor. There's a long sort of sticky string of goo attached to the pseudopod tongue that comes out of the chest at you. It seems like under the wrong circumstances that would be able to adhere to you and pull you into its mouth.
Huh.
Ugh.
Didn't your mom ever tell you your face is going to freeze like that?
Okay,
Pooh,
it's
go
your
take a
turn.
closer look.
I'm good from here. Thank you.
Save the goat, Pooh.
I've
Yes,
got it.
yeah.
I've got it. I can handle this.
I'm going to
With the
fire
goat
at it
roll
with my
for
bow.
initiative.
Okay, yeah.
I got a 11 to hit.
That just sort of bounces off the top of its lid and floosh off into the swampy bushes.
Okay.
And Pugil. Mark, by the way, is running behind you.
Okay, I
That's a
assume.
smart goat.
Yeah, I will fire my little crossbow right down the thing's gullet. Oh gosh, a natural one.
Whoa.
Will you?
That-
Gene in the butthole.
No, apparently I won't do diddly
Gooseneck
squat.
in the butthole.
Wow, that's just ridiculous.
Right in between- Right in between Gooseneck's legs, in the
Yes.
ground between them.
Well, I will. If I have any other actions available, I'll make sure the goat is.
We knew this was
Keep
going to
the
be a
goat
problem.
behind you.
Merc is definitely hiding behind you.
Wow.
Goat better make damn good
Yeah, I
shoes.
think he's commenting on your marksmanship too.
Yeah,
You suck.
I shoot the goat.
Goat dinner.
Try harder, Pooh.
That was excellent. Anne wants to give you inspiration for that, but I'm probably not going to. But it was a wonderful voice.
I
Corncob,
like
it
how
is.
the goat mispronounces his name too.
It is your turn, Corncob. You were the closest. You started this, and you happen to be following up the end of the round.
Okay, well, I have this nifty new spell called Guiding Bolt,
Whoa.
and I'm going to try it out on this thing and see if I can blast it out of the water.
Okay.
So I have to roll a ranged attack.
Yeah, so you have two choices here. Because you're right next to it in melee combat with it, you can either roll your ranged attack at disadvantage, or you can step back away from it and possibly
I'll
allow this.
step back and take a bead.
Okay, and it might get to lash out at you while you're stepping back, though. That's the danger.
Really?
So that's the choice.
What would my disadvantage be? See, now here we go.
Just roll 2d20 and take the lowest roll on your attack.
Just slap that.
I'll step back.
Okay.
Just
It
one step.
swings at you as you step back. Actually, it doesn't swing. It bites at you as you step back. And that is a 21 to hit. So you take a nasty cut of 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 6 points of acid damage.
Oh. Okay, well. All right.
As you step
son
back
of a
away.
bitch. Stupid ass skunk. Thought it was an egg.
Don't look for house eggs anymore.
I told
All
you to
right.
drown it.
Yeah, you were the one poking it.
I don't know how to figure bonuses on my range attack. I rolled a 19.
Oh, well, you hit even with the 19 even
Okay.
without your bonuses.
And that is 4d6 plus 2 extra d6 for my extra spell slots above 1, right?
It's a second level spell, right? So
Right.
it should be.
Hang on, I had it here a minute ago.
It should just be 4d6 plus.
Plus
No,
plus
just
a
4d
d6 for every spell slot over the first level.
over the second level.
Oh, okay.
Damage increases
Oh, you're
by
right.
1d6 for each.
A second level or higher. Second
Yeah.
level or higher. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
So,
So I
still,
have 2 spell slots in second level.
4d6 is still a lot of damage. No.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Oh, it's
So
5. Oh,
there's-
wait, you're casting it at second level, so it's 5d6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got
Wow.
9. And 6 is 15. And 6 again. So 21.
Oof, 21 points of damage. Or,
Wow.
yeah. And the very next person to take an attack at this creature, it's got a little bit of radiant glow around it still, and that will assist you on the next attack, which means you will get advantage on the attack. Fathom, it's your turn.
Take it out. Take it out.
Um,
Killing me.
well, I'm gonna try one of the new things that I learned while I was, talking with my patron, and shoot an Eldritch Blast at it. So 17, and that's a D10.
And you have advantage
So
on
if
that
17
roll.
hit-
All right.
Oh, okay.
Just in case you
Well,
roll, you might
I don't know
get
if
a
I'm going
20.
to get better than 17. I get 18 now.
Okay,
And then 5
5 damage. All right.
for my damage roll.
So it is still up and hopping and angry.
Ugh.
And it's Gooseneck's turn.
Quick question: how
Eat it.
long have we been traveling prior to this?
A full day.
So okay. All right. I am going to go into a rage, and now that I'm following the what is it? I have a storm aura now. When I go into a rage,
Ooh.
that is a 10-foot effect, and when activated, one creature of my choice takes lightning damage. Dexterity check of DC 12.
Okay.
So I get a 1d6 of damage if you fail, and half damage if you succeed.
Okay, dexterity check. I rolled a 20. Well, my total is a 20, so a half damage.
So half damage, 5. So that would be 2.
2, yep.
You round. Okay.
Yeah, it's
And that's a bonus action. So now I'm going to swack it.
yes.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Pick and roll.
Double those damage dice.
All right.
It's dead.
Let me find another.
Look at that kick-ass lizard man right there. That's
I
awesome.
know.
All right, finally.
Serious.
10 plus 2, so 12 points of damage.
Okay. And did you double the dice roll
Did I
for your critical
mean?
hit? So
did I double the
double the
rolled-
You got
dice.
an
Didn't you
actual
say-
20.
Didn't you say roll 2?
Yeah. Just double whatever dice would have been your normal damage. So it's 10 plus 2. Okay.
No. Well, I rolled a 6 and a 4. Should I just roll 1 again and double?
No, that's perfect. A 6 and a 4, the 10, and then plus 2. 12. It's not enough to finish it off, but it feels like
hurting?
it was effective. It feels like it's hurting, yeah. And then we have Abran.
So I still have my bow out. I look over at Poohole and say, "Hey, Poohole, this is how it's done." I rolled a 19,
That hits.
and I did 6 points of damage.
Okay, your bow goes through it. The pseudopod just sort of spurts out and then bloops into this blob of gelatin-like creature on the ground, dead in front of Goose.
See? I can't make anything out of its bones again.
Yeah.
Dang
Oh,
it.
God.
And Mark says, "Poohole,
Well,
that's how
you can make
do
something
it."
out of my bones here pretty quick.
So it's only bones. You can't make things out of goo and pseudopods. And
Not goo. I'm not trained in goo.
We got some witch bones for you coming up. Witch bones.
That's right.
So you, you've done that. Oops, hold on. We're done with this. We're done with this ambient battle music. We're now back to
That was
nice
too fun.
oppressive heat.
So does
swamp.
anybody have any healing things for Corncob? Because he's got some
Corncob's
damage.
the one who has healing things, isn't he?
I got some, but I thought everybody else did too. I do have a cure wound I could use.
How many do you have?
I'm down half. I'm down 15.
No. How many cure wound spells do you have? Like how many could you cast if you needed to?
I
'Cause
took
I can
2.
cast 2.
I took
can
2,
cast
but
2.
it's nighttime, so we're gonna sleep pretty
Yeah,
soon.
we're going to take a long rest, or I'm
So
assuming a long
why
rest.
don't I blow off one, and then we'll see if anything happens. If nothing happens, I'll blow off another one before
Oh.
I go to sleep.
Okay, or I'll hit you one if you need me to.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do 1d8 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. So that brought me back. I'm pretty good.
You
Okay.
good?
So we
I got
figured the
22
witch
now.
probably left this for us, right?
Yeah, it feels like either it was everybody who is interested in trying to suss this out, make an insight
Well,
check.
there's got to be some really good treasure, right?
Holy smoke! I can't get above I got to get a double-digit roll sometime tonight.
Insight is not my big area. I got a 9.
Okay.
I got
14.
13 for corncob.
13 for corn. Corn cob. Jen, did you say 14? Is that what you said? Or
That's correct.
okay. And did anybody else roll?
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. So it sounds like Jen and Corncob. You don't know if this was really done on purpose. This might have just been dropped out, but the general feeling amongst the group is that it was probably done on purpose. Your sort of extra insight is that it might just be another creature of the house, so to speak, that snuck out or was dropped out, was left behind. Just the way it was plopped in, it looked like it fell there.
She's got people that could be furniture and furnitures that have teeth and acid pseudopods.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm not liking her anymore.
You can see why she lives
Somebody-
alone in the forest.
Somebody with an edged weapon should cut it open and see if she kept stuff in it.
Yeah. I don't have an edge weapon.
I don't either. I got a war
Dagger.
shawl.
I think that the ranger is well qualified for this task.
Yeah.
Daggers work, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
the ranger, go for it.
I'm gonna cut it open and see what we can find.
Okay.
Oh, it's
As-
filled with little one.
Hang on.
As you cut it open, I would like you to roll a percentile dice, Abrin.
What's that? Okay. What am I doing?
So a percentile is 2d10. If you're using your set,
I got
there's
a-
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got a 70.
70. Okay. So 70. Interesting.
I've never rolled this dice before.
A couple of coins. Well, I mean, it's 2 dice. It should be 2 dice actually. So
Okay.
the 70, and then another one that looks like it, but with the single digits on it.
75.
75. Okay.
So I just kept the first one and just rolled the second one. So.
Exactly. Okay, that changes things a little bit. So a couple of coins are in there when you cut it open. In fact, you find 3 silver and 1 gold, which doesn't seem like a lot, but this little jar pops out. It's got a little lid on top that screws off, and inside the jar, as if you're looking, it looks like it's got a semi-solid substance. So it's like a little pancake jar that probably resembles the Reaper Pizza Dungeon dice containers, actually. If I was to hold this up, well, not this, but one of them. All right, so it's got a little lid on top, and then inside is some sort of, at least looking from the outside, is some sort of semi-solid substance that's in there.
Ooh, a balm.
I like a balm of some sort, yeah.
Preserves.
Could be preserves. Maybe it's apricot. Why don't you taste it?
Ooh.
What color is
Because
the
yes,
ball?
you should eat things that this witch leaves lying around.
What color is the balm?
Mhm.
So that's a good question. It is, it's just, it looks like a semi-opaque white color.
Noxema. It's Noxema.
Yeah, it's Noxema. It's like cold cream.
Yeah, it's like a cold cream almost. Maybe a Vicks Vapor Rub, if you prefer.
Was it helping her wrinkles at all?
It could.
Smear it on Abran.
Good. Have we detected magic? I had to go there for a minute.
I don't think anybody's...
It takes me a minute to detect magic, but we are just probably going to camp, right? So I could do
I think
that.
we should find out what it is to see if we need to take it with us or if we just
Who's
chuck
writing down the coins? Does Corn Cub get the
I
coins?
have written
'cause he
down the
got
coin.
Pseudopod.
I don't want the. No, we can just carry it as a party thing. If I have to carry
You
it, I'll
didn't
carry
let
it.
us have party treasure last time because you said I would steal it or something.
I've been
That
writing
wasn't
the
me.
party
That was a
treasure
whole
down. I'll
different
write it
game.
down.
You're confusing this game with another game.
I know, but you said I shouldn't write things down in this game.
Okay.
3
So
silver,
why do
1
you
gold.
listen to me?
What was the amount of money we got?
3 silver, 1 gold.
Wow. That's worth getting slapped with an acid tentacle.
Yeah, but this bomb is probably good stuff.
So yeah,
Probably.
the balm, as you begin to cast Detect Magic on it, assuming that you were, even though it would take a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if someone else gets the camp ready.
It has, it is an ointment that you would apply to the skin, and it has healing properties. It looks like it's got about 3 uses in there, and when you apply it to the skin of a wounded area, it will heal the person that it's applied to.
Hey,
Save
Corn
it for
Cob.
when we're out of spells. I say save it for when we're out of spells.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you
I recommend
fixed your
that
acid
not-
damage?
one of our healers carry it.
I
though.
still have another healing spell left if I want to fix the rest of it, or I thought I'd just go to sleep and fix it. Doesn't matter to me.
Can't
But I'm
sleep
not going
off
to use a
acid
magic
damage,
item.
can you?
You can't sleep off acid.
Well, it's been a while, but I seem to remember you can.
I recommend that
I don't know.
Pugh
I'm
carry
just
healing
asking.
bomb.
Pugil.
Okay.
right?
Thanks.
Okay.
It depends how much you
Thanks
take.
for
and how
reminding the
long
DM
you
I'm
sleep.
permanently disfigured now. That's great. Thanks, Gene.
Some
Okay,
of the
I'll put
acid
the-
damage
What a
for my
pal.
college days takes a little bit longer to wear off than others.
Yeah.
3 doses of healing balm. Hey, Fathom, check your dagger and see what it's pointing at now.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'll just hold it on my hand and let it point at what it points at.
So it is. If you recall, it didn't necessarily point towards the witch. So it is pointing
No.
a slightly different direction than the trail or tracks. It's moved more to the north as you go more to the west.
So does it seem like he was pointing towards what it always was pointing towards?
It does. It does. And the difference is just slight. Yeah.
So we can
And
triangulate
we're
on
gonna
the
have
target.
to follow it one day. We're gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah,
follow
we
this
gotta
when
kill
we're done
this
with
witch. We'll kill the witch
Maybe
and
it's
follow
leading
the
us to
dagger.
fantastic treasure.
Of
Or
course it
horrible
is.
death.
We need to make camp for the
Or
night
horrible
first, right? So Corncob can sleep off his acid.
It is fat soluble, so it could come back. Okay.
He's having a bad trip.
Do we need to take watches?
That's what you need. That's what you need. Corncob with a bad
I think
trip.
we need to take. I think we do need to keep watch.
Seems like it'd be good.
Yes.
Two people to
Yeah.
watch.
I'll take first watch this time.
Okay, corncob first watch. Yeah, we'll do 3 watches. Two people will watch if you want, or if not, doesn't matter.
I'll be on the
Fine,
last
yeah,
watch.
let's do that.
Okay.
Looks
Yeah,
like
me and Mark
Aberrant's
will
taking
be with
first
Corncob.
watch. Aberrant and Corncob.
Abran and corncob.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw my other heal spell on myself
Okay.
while I'm on that watch. So I'm gonna take another 8 back. So I'm back, just in case something gets us.
Right.
So
That's-
Fathom, you said you were going to take a watch. You want to go second,
Yeah, I'll take last watch.
third, last watch?
I'll go second.
I'll go second.
I'll take
too.
third watch. Nothing
okay.
ever happens on third watch.
Okay. So
How
first
about
watch.
the goat?
The goat's with Pugil.
Oh, that's right. So the goat will be up when food rolls up.
First watch, nothing unusual happens. Just normal swamp and bugs, swamp bugs.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think that's what the bomb's for.
You're probably
Or
right.
bug bite.
Could be. Second watch, nothing unusual happens. Third watch, I think, was Fathom and K. Is that right?
Yep.
Fathom
Yep.
and K roll perception checks.
11.
Well, -1.
-1.
-1.
Okay.
She thinks it's something else.
I don't know if you've been
Oh, I
told
smell cinnamon roll.
if you stare directly into a fire while you're on watch, it's not very helpful. It must have just distracted you and as you were staring into it. However, Kay, you rolled an 11. What was it?
Yes.
Okay. That's a good question. Hold on. You hear a little bit before I'm gonna ask you to roll initiative. You hear a little bit of almost like a snuffling in the mud, and then you hear some branches crack and break, and charging out at you all is this. Let's.
I know what it is.
Is this very large
Well-painted boar.
boar? Well, I don't know. It's got a glossy coat on it too, so it's sweaty. It's a sweaty, swampy boar.
Sweaty boar.
I was expecting
Maybe
a
just
bear.
muddy.
Certain bear.
Yeah.
It is super. So it comes charging out of the large underbrush. And
Excellent.
You know,
Pretty
if
good.
the
Negative
negative
one.
Betty, it could be Sweaty Betty too.
I need
The
initiative
negative one
rolls.
confused your vowels.
Initiative rolls from everybody. The 2 on watch might actually get to act this round. We'll see
We're
if the other
sleeping.
ones wake up. I
No.
know.
Why would you wake up?
Because we're screaming.
Yes, could be.
I got a 14.
23.
Oh, wait. 13. Sorry, I got a 13.
Okay, so Corncob gets a 13.
13.
And then Abram gets a 23. That's
Yep.
going to be very quick, nice dreams. And then,
Well, I'm an elf. I don't really sleep.
oh, that's right. You trance, meditate. Pugh, what was your initiative?
Estivate. They estivate.
10. Gooseneck, what was yours?
4.
4. Fathom?
3
3.
to go along with my lack of observation.
Why did we even have you on watch?
Yeah, I think your watch duty is over.
Something to ask yourself next time.
Never,
Staring into the fire.
never again.
Okay,
You'll have nice sleep from here on. No
Who's
more
your
The
watch.
mighty 6.
Mighty 6. Okay. So, Abram, you don't get to take any actions because you were in a sort of restful state, but your eyes sort of pop open. You locate there is a boar that is bearing down quickly on Fathom. So you are alert after this point now. Okay. And the boar was really coming after Fathom, so comes out of nowhere
Bad
He's still
news for
staring
me.
at the fire. Yes.
and
Ooh, fire,
charges at Fathom. And
Ham sandwich time.
it is a 16 to hit you, Fathom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Okay.
Wait till its pseudopod comes out.
The tusks on it sort of pierce into you a bit and rip up. It's 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
It's a mighty fine-looking boar too.
It is.
Thank you.
A fine looking boar.
Corncob. You were not awake. There's a lot of activity, but you are now awake, assuming that somebody made some noise. The boar certainly did.
Okay, I took first watch.
I'm sure I'm
sleeping
screaming
on
now.
third watch. I haven't prepared my spells for the day. Is that correct?
That's correct. You have what was yesterday.
So I would have cantrips or what I had yesterday.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just try to whack it with my staff.
Okay, so
don't
you are
haven't. Oh,
you kind of wake up, look, and you're gonna have to grab your staff, sort of move over to it. It's gonna take your turn to get over there and get ready in a prepared position
Okay,
since you're coming from sleep.
So it's not close to me?
Just in general, waking up from sleep.
Okay. I mean, if it's quicker, I can just whack it with my fist. But
No, that would not be any
okay,
quicker. It'd be the
okay,
same.
then I'll spend my action positioning myself better.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had a reaction thing. Is it too late for me to do a reaction thing?
No, let's wind it back a little bit. Go ahead and take your wait, but you had to have at least been active during a round before you can use a reaction, and you hadn't yet.
Okay. Wait until he gets me the next time.
Okay, Corncob moves over there. Out of a sleep. I do want to advise that you're not wearing armor while you sleep, everyone. That's not good for you. So you would not have your armored armor classes. Pugh, it is your turn.
I do.
Smart aleck lizard. I'm going to bardically inspire with my shawm Fathom.
Okay, so you get up and you fish around, you get your shawm ready. So because you were in a sleeping mode, this kind of just sets you up for what you're going to do next time.
Okay.
But you can also sort of roll out, and I let people move around if they want. If you want to reposition yourself, if you don't like where you are.
I'll stand up, and who's in between me and the pig? Who is that?
Gooseneck's on the ground sleeping between you and the pig.
Okay, good. As long as Gooseneck, I'm going to make sure Gooseneck is in between me and the pig, and I'll check on Mark.
Okay, Mark is waking up a little bit terrified over by a tree.
Okay.
But not in danger.
Okay. Well, I'm prepared to inspire bardically Fathom.
Okay, now you actually were awake. You did see it. You're like the one that it's your turn and you can actually do something.
Okay. I'm going to move over to the side so I can get a clear shot at it and fire at it with my bow.
Okay.
$16?
Yes.
So how close is it to Fathom? I'm reading my sneak attack here, and it says I don't need advantage on the attack if another enemy is within 5 feet, the enemy isn't incapacitated, and I don't have disadvantage.
So you get sneak attack. They are within 5 feet.
Okay, then that is a total of 16 damage.
Oof. Very nice.
Bacon for breakfast.
Yeah. All right. That is a nice solid hit, Kay. And Gooseneck, you are snoozing on the ground. Your eyes sort of come open to this stuff happening all around you.
Back, Bacon.
Well,
Again, you
yeah,
can't...
I'm gonna stand up and
Back, Bacon.
grab my club, but that's about all I can do at this point, right?
Yeah. Takes a bit to get up. At least you're considered armored, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I have natural.
I thought lizardmen slept with their hands on their club.
There are benefits to being. So Fathom, it is your turn. Everything snaps into sharp
if I
focus.
back away, it'll potentially attack me more, right?
It could, yeah. Although if you back away and use your action to do it safely, then it won't attack you. But that also means you won't get to do anything to it.
I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Don't even have my mage armor on. I was not very good at watch.
Okay, so you can back away up to 30 feet.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Okay, now everybody can move normally now at this turn. Abran, it is your turn. You're up and can move normally.
So, one clarification question. We have not prepared spells for today yet.
Correct.
So whatever I use would be yesterday's spell, and I could reset for our adventure today, right?
Yeah, and as long as this encounter, mechanically speaking, doesn't go over an hour, and you settle back into sleep, it won't interrupt any of that.
We'll be dead.
I'm gonna attack him with my bow, but while I'm doing that, I'm casting the spell Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
So I got a shit 17 to hit
Yes.
with 8 points of damage, and then my spell. They have to let's see. You have to strength savings throw, or be
Okay.
restrained by magical vines.
Okay. Boar is definitely strong, but probably not strong enough in this case. A 10 is my save.
And then I think it takes, and at second level, it takes 1d6 of damage additionally.
Okay. Give me all the damage that you're doing to it this round.
I'm doing 6 more points of damage then. So I did a total of 8 and 6 is 14 points of damage total.
All right. It looks...
And he's stuck where he is for now, right?
Right. So it's enraged, kind of just trying to rip itself out of these vines, which you know will cause more damage in the end.
Good move.
So on its turn,
God, I had that.
what are the rules? Does it have to take an action to break out, or?
While restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turn. A creature restrained by the vines or one that can touch the creature can use its action to make a strength check against your spell. Save DC.
So go ahead and do that 1d6 damage at the start of its turn. It's its turn now.
Another 3 points of damage.
Okay. And it uses its action to try to break out of it. Its strength
and
check.
Since I used it I get to roll d6 twice because it was at level 2.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna roll it again. Ooh, another 6 points of damage.
Okay.
So it was a total of 9 more.
Yep. So it breaks free with a 16 on its action.
Okay.
And it knows you shot that. It runs. It looks like it's going to take a beeline right for you. However, as it does, it's leaving Gooseneck and Corncob's area. Gooseneck and Corncob, you can take your free shot at it as it looks like it's about to try to gore in the worst way Abran.
Can I use my free
Oh no,
shot
wake the
to
ad.
cast a cantrip?
It has to be a melee attack.
All right, so I'll do it.
I got a 14
This
plus 4,
doesn't count
18.
This isn't my action, right?
No, it's your
This is
reaction.
a breakaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I still have an action coming at some point.
yes, on your turn.
Okay.
So Gooseneck, that will hit.
14.
Corncob.
Okay, and 2 plus 2, which is 4.
16 is what I got.
16 will hit Corncob. 2 plus 2 is
Okay.
4.
And that's a 1. That's 7 points.
Okay. 7. So both of you whack it. It squeals angrily. You feel like that should have done it, but the boar seems just so enraged that it
You know what?
doesn't even know it should be dead. And it continues
This is
on.
just- This is a school marm from the town.
It continues on to Abran. I promise it's not a school marm from the town.
Bye, Abran.
Abran, that is a 17 to hit you.
Thought I
That hits.
recognized a squeal.
It hits? Okay.
Totally hits. Yeah.
Bye, Abran.
So make a strength saving throw as it hits you. We're not talking damage just yet.
17.
Okay. You remain standing, even though this hit at you is incredibly hard. Because it charged, with its normal tusks, you take 13 points of slashing damage, but the force of its movement as the tusks bury into you, then rip out the backside of your side,
Oh, well, there's no healing
taking
that.
another 7 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
So 20
Wow,
total
so
You can
slashing
sleep
damage.
off.
We got to figure out
Bye,
how to make
Abran.
this pig kidney up for him.
While he's distracted eating the elf, I say we run.
I didn't even
Such
know
a
pigs
pool hole.
ate elves.
Such
Actually,
a
I'm going to
pool
stand
hole.
back and
Pigs eat
take
anything.
notes.
Corn
As a
cob.
nature fancier,
Corn cob.
this is something I haven't
it's
witnessed
your turn.
okay, I'm going to toll the dead.
Okay. It is wounded.
So it is wounded, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw of 13, I think.
Oh, I failed. I get negatives to that. Yep.
Okay. And you might as well take 9 then,
9.
Mr.
Okay.
Pig.
So
This is the world's toughest pig. I've never seen a pig this tough.
as
Nice.
as your bells toll, boom, the pig just sort of stiffens up and falls at Abern's feet, lifeless.
Ah, bacon time.
My kill.
Yeah, you poisoned him.
Go ahead, take it.
But you know what boars have, Gooseneck? Boars have bones.
Pineapples.
Boars have bones.
Boars have bones.
Boars
Yeah,
have
Anybody
bacon.
need a weapon? Yes.
They have baby back
We can make
ribs
something with his hide too.
in his
We can make a
ribs.
shield or some leather armor.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's take the time and cure that leather and chew it up so it's good and soft.
Some of us don't feel so hot.
No.
Yeah, some
So,
of us need a little healing action going on.
You're still technically on the day before, so if
We'll give you
use
some
up-
taint bacon.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
beg your pardon?
Let's not go down that story path.
No, let us not.
That's a Reaper Live story, isn't it?
No,
Oh, wait, that's
gosh,
a clever
no.
Crow story.
That's a crow's nest story at some point.
Crow
when
story,
I
yeah.
have Jackson back on.
No, wrong. No. That story was delivered in confidence. We are violating HIPAA laws here.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, that's not
Nobody's
the only
been
law that got
named.
violated. That's
Nobody's
for
been
sure.
named.
Yeah.
The
Back
laws
to
of
the
I
story.
can,
It's
were
back
violated.
to
I
the
can do
story.
one. I have a
I'm
spell
gonna-
that'll do 1d4 plus my modifier.
I'm gonna do cure. Since I can reset, I'm on last night's spell still. I have
Yep.
2 cure wounds. I'm just gonna. I can do them back
Oh,
to back.
if you got those, use those instead.
Yeah, you got him.
So I got 10 points back from my 2 spells.
Okay. Okay.
I'm all wounded, but since I usually stand back, we can just take that chance if you want.
Now,
What chance?
I would like to investigate the pig and see is this a wild pig of the swamp, or
Yeah.
maybe some way affiliated with the witch?
Make a nature check.
Well,
as
ask
you go
Mark
up
if
to
he
it.
recognizes him.
Another.
Do you have any healing left, Jason?
I have one spell that's 1d4 plus like 3 or something, so I can
Well, I'm
certainly
less
throw
than
that.
half of normal.
All right. Good Lord.
Well, I'm just
I
saying.
haven't
I don't.
prayed.
I'll
I
stand
haven't,
at the back
I
if you
haven't-
want. I don't care.
I haven't
I-
prayed
I
yet,
will-
but I'll throw this one and then I'll get it back. So after I pray, I can redo it a better one.
I rolled
So I don't want
a
but
20, 15
A 20?
plus 5.
Okay. So this seems like a
take 7
swamp,
points back.
Oh, thank you.
just a
fathom.
wild swamp boar.
A wild swamp boar. Okay.
He was pretty wild, all right.
Yeah. So he hadn't encountered dangerous things like you before and thought you might make a nice meal, I suppose. Or maybe you were in the wrong area. It's hard to say.
Well, I had no idea
Eat or
swamp
be
boars were
eaten.
this tough. This is just a pig. Look, a pig beat us up and a chest beat us up. So how are we going to take on a witch?
Yeah, we're not doing that great today, are we? Not a confidence building trip we're taking.
Well, we should have some bacon for breakfast.
Yeah.
Breakfast
Have
bacon.
we reset
So
our
we butcher the
spells
pig
and
and-
everything yet?
Yeah, so go ahead and take everyone gets
You butcher the pig, I
Alright,
got to go pray.
everyone gets their long rest.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. So you can start your long rest with this. there are.
You should eat its heart. It was a strong opponent.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Be fair. This is not easy. This thing is pretty big. And now you can cut off some slabs of bacon if you wish.
Yes.
Hang in
And
a
what's
tree and come
gooseneck
back
making?
later.
Oh yeah, I'll take
Gooseneck
some.
can do
I'll take some
crafts.
bones and yeah.
Okay. Gooseneck is working on bones. Our camera operator is moving things live.
I'm going to cut a big slab of bacon and some hide to wrap it up in and strap it to the goat for later.
Okay.
I'm sure the goat will like that.
Yeah, the cobbler.
Yeah, that seems great for the goat.
Cobbler might be
Turning it into an
mildly.
appetizer.
He'll
Is it
be
bacon if you haven't
ready for
smoked
some
it yet?
bacon.
He's now a
Bacon
bacon-wrapped
Bacon-wrapped
goat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
goat mignon.
This little
Goat
bacon-wrapped
mignon.
barbacoa there.
Cabrito.
Yeah. Mark doesn't seem to mind, although, he butts the back of you for lots of scratches through the day.
No problem.
Or through the morning. And you
All right.
can get on your way after your breakfast and your goat breakfast. I mean,
All right, let's boogie.
your pig breakfast.
I'd like to
Yeah,
take
no
a couple
goat
of tusks.
Pig.
Can I take his tusks?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to take his two bigger tusks.
I mean, assuming that they haven't already been taken by Gooseneck.
Nah, he can have them.
Gooseneck,
Okay.
I want the
I've got
tusk.
some bones. I'm good.
All right.
I'm going
Let's
to make
line
me
up.
a necklace.
Saddle up, people. Saddle up.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to cast my mage armor now so I'm prepared next time. This
Abran,
transpire.
take point. Let's boogie.
Following the tracks, Abran.
I'm going to make sure and put my armor on.
So we'll go by twos or
Twos?
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
go
let's go
second
by
again.
two.
Or,
it doesn't matter. Either way.
Yeah, let's go by twos and bring us up together a little bit better. And
Twos,
Yeah.
and
I'll spread 'em out.
Gooseneck will run up the back solo.
Sure.
Like that. Because I'm taking Mark the Goat as Pugil's second in line.
Very good. Man, that meadow green base looks good on my guy, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does.
Best color ever.
You can
It
you
is.
can clearly see him in
I
the
like
swamp.
I like how you and Mark are growing closer. The storytelling aspect of that is really neat.
Yes.
Just a tale of a man and his goat.
Or a gnome.
A
in
gnome
his
and
goat.
his goat.
And no man's
Yeah.
goat. Now, I would let you know, as you're walking through this, Pugil, you realize at some point that you could probably ride Mark.
All right. Cavalry.
And he would allow that?
Well, probably. I mean, you're
we're
getting an
friends.
okay relationship.
So he's
I'm a
got
little-
a gnome and bacon on him? That's a hell of a goat.
I'm a little concerned with the depth of their relationship right now.
Best goat ever.
When did this stupid elf develop morals? What's up with this?
I don't know.
Do we strap a cart to him too? Of course, he grew up in a
All right.
swamp like this pig did. Apparently, they're all just super creatures.
You
Exactly.
I could make a card out of the pig's bones,
Oh, cart.
or a little gnome howdah.
A travois.
There you go. That sounds perfect.
a gnome howdah. All right. Let's get trucking. We got a witch to kill.
All right.
Or goatin.
Okay.
Yeah, based on our successes today, I'm not super optimistic, but all right, we're committed.
All right, so here we
I need
go,
a
man.
lance.
Riding yeah, you do. Maybe just
I had a
sharpen the
lance.
end of
Yeah.
your shawm. Just sharpen the end of your
Okay,
shawm.
Don Quixote over here.
Got a straw, you got a straw and a lance all built into one, and a musical instrument. You're all set.
I am.
Okay. So you start moving on.
The tracks are
Tracking.
just as easy to follow.
Well, let's find out. Abram, make a survival check.
All right.
I wonder if the hut can see a goat coming.
6.
6. Okay. Yeah. So they seem to be getting a little bit more space than time from you, but you're able to follow them. It's a pretty big footprints. You can't mistake them for anything normal and natural, that's for sure. But I will say that as you're kind of tracking it, moving along, you get about half a day. I need your passive perception checks, everyone. Pugil, we'll start with Pugil. What's your passive perception?
11.
Okay, Gooseneck.
I think 13. Wait, perception? Yeah, 13.
Okay, Corncob.
You want me to roll it, or you want to just know it?
Your passive
Okay.
is, it should be
13.
Well, your saving
13.
throws.
Okay.
13.
Abram.
12.
Must be what passive means.
12. Fathom.
9.
9. And K.
13.
13. Okay. It's a lot of 13s. So you don't notice until you've stumbled almost all the way through an area. It slips completely by Abram and Corncob. You're whatever you're thinking about, and you sort of look down. You get through an area, and you see, after you have, that there is a circle carved into the ground, and it strikes you as magic of some sort.
Are we in it?
You've passed through it. You're not in it. Well, I'm sorry. Corncob and Abram have passed through it. No one else has yet by the time you notice it.
Good.
We're on
Well, I'm
the other
glad we
side.
saw that in time. I'm going to say, hey, there's a circle here, and I feel like it might be magic. Does anyone know anything about magic?
In 10 minutes, I can tell you if it's magic.
Oh.
So as you look around, there's
what? I don't get what she does.
there.
That icy
I
touch
have to
thing
put in a
that works like half the
call.
time. Yeah, the icy touch thing kind of works sometimes, but when it works really well. And then she floats down rivers really good.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
Maybe I'm the witch.
So, yeah.
So Fathom is really an ice cube in disguise?
It's
Is that what
occurred
we're...
to me.
Now you feel almost like this witch has been laying traps for you. It's not paranoid to think that necessarily.
Yeah, maybe come out of the circle while I spend my 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Is
let's
there-
walk around the circle.
Would you have any knowledge of the circle if we cross back out of it before we do? Do you have any?
I mean, I can try to examine it with normal.
Yes. Yeah. Can you come up and look
Yes.
at the circle?
So
Yes, I
what
would
is
look
the
at the
circle
So I
made
have some
of? Is
arcana.
this,
Kay, what was that?
what is this circle made of? Is it like stones laid out in a circle, or runes that have been carved into the mud, or toadstools, or what?
So
Circle carved into the ground is what he
seems
said.
to have been carved into the ground and then maybe dusted with something, a powder of something.
It looks a little
I
bit
do
like
have
a square.
arcana, so I would like to study the circle
Okay.
while I'm
Can we make...
figuring out whether it's worth casting detect magic on it.
Okay, make an arcana check.
Yeah, I'm still reeling from that whole boar attack thing because that was a 1.
All right, I'm leaving
Wow.
the circle. I'm out. I'm just leaving.
I'm out.
That was a blow up or whatever. That's just the way it's going to go.
Okay.
Can we make a perception check to see if there's any danger within the circle?
Yeah, so
there's danger, but I'm leaving.
so you're out of the circle. You've pulled out of the circle, and then
Yep.
as you sort of look around, you see like everything you've been walking through is swampy. There hasn't been a great like road. It's all been off cross swamp, and there is a slight sheen on top of the swamp water, like I don't know, like you would expect from an oil that would have been in the ground or something. But it's very light, very, as you duck and move your head a little bit, kind of catches a little bit of a rainbow. It's not necessarily unusual to see that kind of stuff, but you do notice that across the top of some of the moister parts of the ground.
Someone got
Is that
turned into
just where the
Within the
circle is,
circle
or
or
in
on the
general?
outside of the circle?
Ooh,
It's a greasy circle. I don't think we need to mess with this.
a lot going on. I don't know if Fathom, did you have a question in that?
I was just asking whether it was only in the circle or in general.
No, it's kind of around the area, but it's definitely, actually, now that you look at it, you see that it's lacking inside the circle. It's almost like areas around it over the soil that's soaked with the swamp water. As you look around, has this sort of sheen, but in the circle specifically, it doesn't. So make an Arcana check for those who are skilled in Arcana, proficient, to see if you can identify this circle.
No, I don't even have a.
7.
I have a 16.
16, and you're skilled in Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got I have it for whatever reason.
You realize that this is a summoning circle, Abran.
Hey, dude, it's summoning circle.
Well, it worked for us.
Huh.
Here we are.
So something has been summoned recently.
You're not
Is that what
fooling
you're
me.
telling us,
I'm not
Abram?
getting back in the circle at this point.
Do I know anything more than that?
Not necessarily. No.
Okay.
Evan, would
Does
you
he know whether?
what does the summoning circle mean?
Actually, with that kind of Arcana
Yeah.
check, you would know that it was the school of conjuration magic that's runes in the ground, but it's outside of your realm of magical knowledge specifically.
Okay. It's some kind of conjuring circle of thingies. I don't know. Outside of my knowledge base.
Can we search for large footprints coming
Yeah.
around
So,
the
Do
circle?
I notice?
outside
Did
the
I
circle?
notice any boar footprints coming out of it?
You didn't notice any boar footprints coming out of it, no.
Okay.
And you don't really notice many footprints around the circle. You do see that it looks like it's possible the hut might have stopped for a bit here. Not necessarily too long.
Do we know
Stop
if
long
it's
enough
possible
to
to set
summon
up a
something to
summoning?
grease up the swamp. I don't like this.
What was that, Fathom?
Do we know whether it's possible to set up a summoning circle so it doesn't summon until it's triggered? Like, do we know if it's been used or if it's set up waiting for us or something?
It would be very difficult, but perhaps possible to set up something that was triggered by your arrival. More than likely, if something was summoned here, it was already summoned and it's either in the area and waiting, or it's gone along with whoever summoned it.
Okay. What it looks like to me is she paused here to waste some time summoning something. That is going to give us an opportunity to do some catch up. I say let's boogie.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to stay here.
Good.
Yeah,
Now she has
let's
friends. That's encouraging.
Yeah. Just keep the elf up front and we'll be okay.
I wish I knew what left all the grease around here, but
Could be elf grease. Let's go.
that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's just been dripping off the bacon while we were walking.
Yeah,
Could be.
could be. You turn around to start moving forward, And
We're gonna go around the circle. We don't go through
yes,
it.
Yeah, around the circle.
definitely. So then the ground starts to sort of heave up in front of you.
Too late.
Something large. I mean, maybe this adventure is all for Abram, who likes to shoot things. And so,
Get ready to shoot some things, buddy.
something large sort of slurks up out of the swamp water in your path forward, right in between Corncob and Abram.
It's an elf chomper.
Ah,
Oh, I
That's
saw
a cool flail
someone
snail.
painting this last night. Yeah.
it is a cool flail snail. Where did you get that?
I don't know, some company.
Yeah.
Do they think that's the summon thing, or
Well,
that's just another great feature of this swamp?
because you have taken some time to actually look at and examine the circle, you do realize, you put two and two together very quickly, Fathom. Abram, you understand, so I'll kind of do an order of who understands what. Abram, you understand quickly, this is probably what was summoned in the circle. Fathom, you realize that this summoning circle, this conjuration school magic, was some sort of elemental summoning, and this is an elemental that it has summoned out. You're familiar enough. Make an Arcana check. I'll tell you what you might know.
13.
13. So you know that elementals are unaligned, but when summoned, they are forced into the servitude of the summoner and usually will obey their commands, whatever that command might have been.
Probably mess with us.
That's
No.
nice. Let's just kill it.
Can I tell what element it is?
Look at that
Not-
thing. We have
not-
to kill this thing.
Not quite with that roll. You can't tell what element it is.
Now,
It's
is
dead.
it
It's going to be
does
dead.
it look like a does it look like a snail? Is it moving very slowly and leaving a trail?
So it does look like a trail. It's so yeah, that's fair. I need to describe this thing as it pops out. Its shell comes out first, and its shell is almost rainbow colored. It's reflective of all kinds of light, and it reminds you of the sort of shimmer you see on the water in the other areas. So it's sort of come out of the water here. The shell itself seems particularly different from this, but it is moving like a snail, so a little bit slow. However, on top, protruding from the front of it, where you might just see two normal little eyes, there is a bunch of very spiky-looking growths that look solid enough to cause some damage if they were to impact you.
It's pretty much
I
as
say let's
shown.
run. Let's run. Let's outrun it.
It's possible you could outrun it.
Says the guy on the goat.
That's right.
Yeah.
I bet you can run as fast as a guy on a goat.
Let's start running. Should we leave it some bacon or leave it a goat? Or
The secret is going to be, I'm going to have everyone roll initiative to find out.
oh no!
Now the thing is,
hasn't
if it's
gone
been
well.
commanded to kill us, it's gonna chase us. I'm thinking.
Okay.
14.
14. That was
Corn cob.
corn cob. Sorry. Pugil.
16.
Gooseneck.
17.
Got double digits finally.
Abran.
15.
Fathom.
4. Still haven't had my coffee.
Okay.
Wow.
21.
21.
Should have
Okay.
her to guard the door.
Oh,
Okay, you are incredibly fast. You above and beyond everyone else. You get to decide what happens first.
So are we killing this or are we running?
You get
Run.
to decide.
I say run.
It seems to me like this is just here to delay us, so I'm going to book it down the direction that we were going, and kind of going out around the critter, so I'm not passing within reach of it.
Okay.
Great. Great, just great. Everybody's going to run away.
That's okay. It
Sure.
might be the safest thing to do. All right.
Just happens to be its distance is 2 inches from me, so as well.
That could be a problem, especially if it moves quickly. Gooseneck.
And I'm a dwarf in armor. I mean, I'm a blaze of light. I'm just speedy. Call me Flash.
Yeah, we don't have to outrun the flail snail. We just have to outrun you.
Outrun me. Yes, as a man on the go.
Well,
No, we just need
The
to.
gnome.
I can't leave my my comrade Corncob behind, so I'm going to close with the critter.
No.
Okay.
Stupid lizard.
I mean,
He
There's
just
not even any
closed with him.
bones in it. It's a snail.
Yeah, but that
You have to
shell's
run
pretty
that
nifty.
close.
Shell is amazing.
yeah, I want the shell.
No lie.
Can I whack it, or is it
You
is
can
it
whack
too
it.
far
Yeah.
to-
No, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Well, let's whack it.
Whack it.
Yeah. 11.
11. No, it sort of darts its little, it pulls its flail and its eye back in, and you swing around it. And you've moved and attacked Pugil. It is your turn.
Follow me. I follow Kay.
Are you? And you're riding Mark? Is that right?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
I am. Gallantly fleeing to the swamp.
We're either going to have to fight it here, or it's going to be at our back when we fight the witch.
Or if we get past the area where the oily sheen is on the water, we might be able to set fire to it behind us.
All right.
Okay, so Gooseneck, you've approached the snail, and the flail sort of rear up on its head, these flail-looking appendages, and just whap out at you.
That can't be good.
That can't be good.
Mm-mm. No. The first flail comes flailing at you. That's a 20 to hit you.
Oh, bye, Gooseneck.
That's 8 bludgeoning damage. The second flail whaps out at you. That's a 22 to hit you.
Oh, man.
That's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, what was the first one?
8, I think. And then
8?
7.
And then 7.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
third one flails out at you. This thing has 5 flaily things. The third
Awesome.
one
Thanks, Corncob.
Yeah, I know. I should have only scoped the 3 on it.
is it's a 13 to hit you. I don't think that one hits you.
16.
Yeah. The fourth one is a 21.
See, I'm just going to run.
That's
No, I'm not gonna- no.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Kay and
I
I
need
might
some bone.
And
we
the,
might be the only ones reaching the witch.
the fifth one is a 17. That's 8 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Oh.
I am
I'm in trouble.
1 below.
Okay, so Gooseneck has fallen
I'm
unconscious.
down.
With
That's not good.
flails, boom, 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 just big, heavy thud, almost sickly, wet, sloppy whacks as well. It's like a formed mud almost. It's solid but soft. Abrin, it is your turn. You've just watched Gooseneck fall.
Oh my god.
Come on,
I'm
Abram.
gonna shoot him
Follow
with
the
an arrow,
gnome.
and I'm gonna
Follow the
try
gnome.
my entrapment spell again.
Okay.
My ensnaring strike, I guess.
All right.
So I rolled a 18 with 5 points of damage, and then you've got to roll against the strength thing.
Okay. So the arrow lashes out. It strikes at him. The magic of it, as the vines come out, the arrow hits the shell in the back, and all of a sudden you watch this sort of strange reverberation come up, and around you, your entangled vines spring up as though reflected off the back of this shell, as though the magic reflected it. So roll that damage against yourself.
Okay.
High
Oh,
five,
Jesus.
Kay.
My
Do
Lord.
I get a strength check on this?
Yeah. So you get your saving throw for a strength check as well.
Oh, I rolled a 23 on my strength check.
Okay, so you are able to sort of rip out of them. If you're able to rip out of them, do you take any damage if you fail that strength check? From the thorns? No. Okay. So you're okay.
If I succeed, I don't. Yeah.
Okay, but you do get to roll your normal, just your arrow damage against the shell of this thing as it hit, because that's that.
Yeah, and I had already rolled that, and that was 5 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
Maybe we can go be doors for this witch, Kay.
They seem to treat them well. Corncob, you just know, the first time you've ever seen Abran's spell reflected up around his feet.
You better come rescue my butt, Corncob.
That's the first time I seen our toughest dude laid out by a psychedelic gastropod.
That's true.
Maybe this whole swamp is just one hallucination that we can wake up from this nightmare.
I did notice that spell got reflected. Is that correct?
You did notice that. Well, yeah, you noticed that he never would have casted it at his feet. It's easy to put two and two together. For some reason, it suddenly sprung up around his feet after hitting the shell of the snail.
Wow. How far away is it exactly from me?
Like 10 feet.
All right, I'm going to cast Bless on Abran. And is anyone else nearby?
I mean, you could get Pugh, Mark, and Kay. And Gooseneck, even though Gooseneck is unconscious, you could get Gooseneck.
Well, does Bless work on
Gooseneck
somebody?
might need to make some rolls.
Gooseneck's going to have to make
work?
death saving throws. It would be +4 to Gooseneck's death saving throws.
If I added Bless?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bless Gooseneck, Abran, and Kay.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to cast a spell on you, and then I'm going to step back.
So that means that you get a D4 with your saving throws and your attack rolls. Add just a D4 at the same time you add it to it.
Oh, to the
How
attack
do we
or
help?
to the damage?
To the attack.
How do we help our lizard man friend?
I just tried.
Yeah, some way to heal him, or Corncob put him in a position to at least be able to save himself with better rolls. And you're going to step 30 feet back, Corncob, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. You notice as you begin to step back that the ground is a little bit slurky here. You're not able to move your full distance. But you're able to move. Okay, so Bless.
The slurkiness is not impeding the slug, is it?
Doesn't seem to be. You're all slowed down a little bit,
Slugs
but
love
the
slurkiness.
slug is not. Yeah, the slug lugs it. Fathom, it is your turn.
So I saw the reflecting deal, right?
Yeah.
How close am I to where the summoning circle was?
The beginning of it is probably about 15 feet away from you.
Okay, I would like to move into that area since it doesn't have the shiny stuff on it, just in case. That helps. And spells sound like a bad idea, so I think I'm going to crossbow.
Okay.
Unless you can invoke salt.
I could make it think it saw salt, but it needs a certain amount of intelligence for that plan to.
If only we didn't use it all up on the bacon.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate because I only rolled an 8.
Okay, no,
I'm guessing does not hit.
Nope. It pings off of it. Okay, Kay, you've seen, even though you and Pugh began to run ahead, everybody else began to engage with this snail.
Wait, let's clarify. Run away, not ahead.
Right. Okay. However you want to say. Kay, it's your turn.
You say that like I'm supposed to be ashamed of it, and I'm just not.
Yeah.
No, you made good life choices.
Wow. You get blamed for being smart.
All right, I am going to stop and turn around and fire an arrow at the snail.
Okay.
19.
Oh yeah, that's a solid hit.
Awesome.
In the squishy
For
part.
6 points. 6 points of damage.
Okay. All right. And anything else? Are you comfortable with that at the end of your turn?
That's good.
Okay.
Yep.
Gooseneck, make a death saving throw.
Okay, how do I do that?
You roll a d20 and a d4 because you're blessed.
Okay.
And you tell me-
Natural 20.
Oh,
Would you like to see
Gooseneck,
it?
your eyes flutter open instantly. You have 1 hit point. That's at the beginning of your turn. What would you like to do?
Got that bless on him.
Run away.
Screw you, Death.
So this thing is hovering right over you. You feel like
Can I roll?
Disengage.
you could disengage, yeah, and sort of get out of the way.
I'm going to try to get out of the way.
Okay. So you
Without getting hit again.
you're able to sort of you can't move far, but you're able to move back away, and it's
away.
Yeah, as you're scrambling, trying to be defensive about it, its little flails are like coming as though they're looking for an opening to thwack at you, but you don't leave it any openings. Ooh.
Thanks for the bless, Corncob.
It's the least I could do.
Pugil.
He said I didn't do the least I could.
I'm going to move so that Corncob is between me and the snail and shoot my crossbow at the snail.
Okay.
But if the snail charges anybody, he's going to eat Corncob, not me.
Right.
Well, that's Corncob's fault for not running away, I guess.
Starting to like your goat more and more. It's going to be a sad goat here pretty quick.
I rolled a 13. What do I add to that? My little crossbow shot plus 3, 16.
Okay. The 16 you find just this barely this where it couldn't retreat under its shell or dodge out of the way, and you strike it.
8 points.
Okay.
Did you just go look up flail snail, Gene?
No, for some reason I got a phone call on my camera. That was weird.
Well, there you go. Maybe someone's offering you some help. Divine intervention.
So someone cast magic at it. Let's see, hold on a second.
That was me.
Yep. So it just turns around and sort of snails over this water towards you, Abram, or this mucky ground. It's coming towards you. Gets right in your face with its flails.
Bye, Abram.
Am I able to back away from it?
Not
fire an arrow?
not on its turn. It's attacking.
Oh,
you.
it's its turn. Okay, sorry. Okay.
So that's a 21 with its first flail.
Wow.
Sergeant Major sound taps.
And honestly, what is doing so well here is these Pizza Dungeon dice are rolling wonderfully. You can thank Ron or whoever for this. So that's 4 points of bludgeoning damage on its first whack.
Okay.
Its second flail, I rolled a 19 plus, so it's a 24 to hit you.
We believe you. You don't have to show it to us.
I'm not
It's
doing
just rubbing
that.
salt in the wound.
Yeah, if
That's-
only we had some salt.
That is 8.
Yeah, if only we had salt.
That is 8
Salt
points of
in the
bludgeoning
wounds.
damage.
Oh my
Average.
gosh.
Run away.
Its third.
Eight total or 8 more?
That was
Hey,
8
we're
more.
here because of you,
8 more,
Corn
okay.
Cob. Oh, I
The
can't get away.
third
I'm a dwarf.
flail is only a 9
I didn't think I could get away.
to hit you. The fourth
Okay, miss.
flail is a 21,
Wow, I got a +5.
and that is a 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the fifth and final flail is a natural 1. It just whiffs over.
Frank, get out of there.
And breaks its shell.
Frank.
Yeah, does that negate all its previous rolls? I think it negates all the previous rolls.
How many points did it do to poor Abran? I'm starting to feel some empathy.
I gave him out one at a time.
Yeah, it did 6 and 11, 17 points of damage to me.
Splat.
And Abram,
Yeah.
it's your turn. It is right up in your face.
Run away.
You might
And I-
want to
and-
run.
I'd like to disengage from this beast.
Okay. You can move half of your move rate because of this difficult, swampy terrain.
So
Disengage.
my walking is
Disengage from this
35
swamp.
speed.
35, so yeah, so you can do a good
Yeah.
15. You can make it all
like an
the way to
elf.
K, basically.
Fly like
I'm
an
hiding
elf.
behind K. Going where K should have, I'm going where I should have gone initially, but somebody attacked it.
Corn Cob, it's your turn.
Corn Cob is going to cast.
I'm not listening to Corn Cob anymore.
I'm going to cast.
No, I'm not either.
I was just worried about running away. I'm going to cast Spike Growth, and that doesn't go on the snail,
Right,
but it's
right.
going to go make a 20-foot circle around him of hard spikes and thorns, which becomes difficult terrain and gives him piercing damage if he tries to crawl over it.
Okay.
That's a good spell.
Yeah, let's get out of here now while he's trapped in Corn Cob's shrubbery.
So, yep, spike growth all around.
He can,
That's on his turn. When he moves, he has to take it for every 5 feet, right?
right.
All right.
And then if I have any movement left over, I'm going to back up some more.
You can hide behind Mark.
Yes.
I don't need to hide behind a damn goat.
Oh my gosh. Don't leave us
I'm
exposed.
hiding behind a goat. I'm just moving back. Hide behind a goat.
Yeah.
Hey, how did you
So are
paint
we
that
running
shell?
away now?
Are you? Well, I don't know if you're running away.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
asking
running
these
away.
guys. Are we running away?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
running away.
Okay.
Fathom, it is.
Let us do the
I
rest.
just
your-
needed.
is
I
your
just
turn.
needed to impede it. I didn't need to defeat it.
I'm running away
Okay.
as directed.
All right.
Run away!
Run away. How did you paint that shell, Frank?
I will tell you right after
You.
this combat.
Okay.
So Fathom runs as best. It's kind of hard to move through it, but if you're all in agreement that you're going to run away, are you all in agreement that you're going to run away?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
running away.
Okay. You can, because it's in spike growth, get ahead of it. And I got to roll some spike growth checks, but you're able to run away as it sort of, because it is very slow. It's very persistent, and that
We're
spike
going to
growth
have to kill it eventually.
just sort of makes it wait. It like looks around at it.
Just find some salt. Put it on our trail.
Yeah.
Easy to find in a swamp.
Yeah, that might be difficult, right? And you're able to move away from it. It is. You do know that it is on your trail,
Whoops.
but slowly. Yeah, congratulations for defeating by Flea the flail snail. So I did.
lived. Woohoo! It's a win.
I did paint the
Have we
shell.
though? I mean, if it's following us forever, that's
Who needs healing
Not
as we're
defeating.
moving?
That's a good question. Who needs healing?
I have one hit
that would
point.
be
That would be
Gooseneck.
me.
Gooseneck needs so much healing. Like rub the salve on him if we have to.
Gooseneck was
So
pretty bad.
I'm going to throw my second level Cure Light Wounds, I guess.
Okay, that's like 3d8, right?
Well, I don't know. When you cast a spell using a spell slot, second healing increases by a d8 for each slot level above first.
Yeah.
So that's through 3d8, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 2.
Well, is it 1d8 at first? Oh,
I have
you're
2
right.
slot levels above first.
So
So,
it's 2d8
3.
plus 3 is your total.
Okay, 8. So 11 plus 3 is 14. Oh, 3d8 or 2d8?
2d8 plus
Sorry.
3.
2d8, yeah. 14. Or did I say
Okay.
13? I can't remember.
Okay.
Thanks, Corn Cob. I'll take it.
Feeling better?
I'm gonna do cure wounds on myself. I'm gonna do second slot level of cure wounds, so I get 2d8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So
I
we
got.
are.
I'll be right back.
How many is it? Michael, did you get yourself a good? Did you get Abram
Yes,
some
I got
good healing?
I got 11 points back.
All right. So this is midday. If I look at our time, this is kind of where we have to end the game this evening. So you're sort of where we will pick up, I guess, for next time to sort of frame it, is that you are still in pursuit of the witch, and on your tail is the mighty hunter snail.
Wow.
Do
We
I
only have-
know
Well,
if
It's going to be
some
following us no
of the
matter what.
creatures
We're
have
gonna
a
have to deal with it.
duration?
Yeah, so typically creatures do have a duration when they summon. There are some that don't, and but you suspect that this witch is very good at conjuration and transmutation, so they might have some capabilities that aren't quite normal.
So the snail might not just go away after a while.
True.
It's not going to go away. It's on our trail now.
Snailminator.
Snail trail.
And it'll keep coming even when we're sleeping.
Possibly.
But we should be able to double its movement.
Yeah, you're at least twice as fast as a snail. At least.
I am exactly twice as fast as a snail.
But
Like,
but if he's obsessed with us, he
He
won't
is
give
obsessed
up.
with
I
you.
wonder if
Yeah.
we could convince him
We're gonna
that
have
the
to sleep
witch
in the
is his real
trees.
problem.
well, he knows the secrets of the deep, too. So you never know. He might come up in the water somewhere.
So I will
Do we
answer.
get-
You do get experience points, not necessarily for the snail. I feel like that snail almost
I think
handed
I had an
you.
experience with it.
Yeah.
I did too.
So what you get? Actually, I don't need to do the math. You each get 200 experience points. 2 times. Wait, maybe not. Hold
Luckily,
on.
Frank didn't make it pseudopod us.
We got
Yeah.
a boar and we got a chest.
We can't get
Yeah.
pseudopoded twice in one day. I mean,
No, that wouldn't
Well,
be appropriate.
It's got a 60-foot pseudopod, right? I mean, it's a flail snail.
I'm at 1160. Is that what you guys have?
Yeah.
It should
We got
be
200 for
about
tonight?
right.
Seems like,
200
seems
for the
like
night.
right?
That's like halfway almost to getting near halfway to level 4 on your way.
I'm not. I'm I'm way down towards 3.
Oh,
I got to get 2,700 for 4.
right. So, but 1160
Yeah,
is
2,700.
we're getting close to half. I meant.
Did you say how you painted the snail?
Oh, so painted the snail. The I used I used Green Stuff World's color shift paints, but they have to be on top of a glossy black to be effective. So I used Reaper's Pure Black, a 50-50 mix with Reaper's Pure Black and Liquitex High Gloss Medium.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you put a gloss coat on. It looked good. That's a good looking snail.
Yeah, that's neato.
Oh, that's very cool.
He's all shiny, and then his other colors are all like Reaper. It's like they matched the tequila sunrise that I was drinking while I.
So he's a little bit of a drunken snail.
He's a bit of a drunken snail. Yeah.
That might.
It was almost sundown for us, though.
So thank you all. That was fun. That was combat heavy compared to some of ours, but I know that that's enjoyed from time to time.
Combat heavy.
Aberrant's happy.
Prince Happy.
Yeah.
Aberrant's happy.
It was a strange.
My brain
one
is tired from casting spells.
It was a lot. It was, but you know, this. I'm sure that this witch doesn't want you to catch her.
No, and we got to
It
get
does
around
seem
to some
like
new
she's not
guys.
too keen on the idea.
I feel
Well, unfortunately, I'm using the same dice. They just apparently work better for GM.
Maybe
so they
mix
get
them
square.
up a little bit or something. Are you shuffling through them? You
Yeah,
have
no,
a whole set.
This one's gonna take a
The
little
green
break.
doesn't work. Try the purple, right? I mean, isn't
Yeah,
that?
No, the purple is the one that betrayed me the most, I think.
Oh,
you should have gone
well.
sparkle glitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey,
I have sparkle glitter too.
the
I did
dice.
not use sparkle glitter enough.
The dice that were doing the most damage to you were the gem greens. They were hitting the high rolls.
They sound so peaceful, and yet they didn't love us.
Something on its attack, right?
Well, it had 5 attacks,
had one for each flail, yeah.
Yeah. At a +5.
so you're going to get hit at least
Yeah.
once.
And a +5 to hit. Yep.
Oh my god.
Whew,
Yeah.
that thing's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's slow.
Like
Yeah,
I
I'm not
said,
a
we
fan.
didn't get the pseudopod on us, so that's even
And you
worse
can't
when that
even use
happens.
magic on it.
So to the sculptor, Jason, right? You sculpted this.
Yes, I did.
I
Yeah,
I'm
had
not
to
thanks,
look.
sculpting
Jason.
another one after this.
I had to look up
No
what
way.
one with less flails. I had to look up what the heck that thing was sticking out of it. It was some nomastrum or nomastome.
Yeah,
I forgot.
one of my daughters is a snail fancier, so we have snails all over our garden that don't belong in eastern Washington, as a matter of fact. So we spend a lot of time talking about snails.
Wow. It educated me in trying to paint it. What is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
I
gonna.
didn't
We've had
sculpt
some
this love
interesting
dart.
snail stories
Just
in the
be
chat.
happy I didn't sculpt the love dart.
You know, this whole thing is I'm using all the monsters you sculpt and paint against you. So make it good.
I hope not.
Yeah, that's not good.
Kind of glad Bones 5 is a ways away.
Yeah. Hey, but Jason, Ken Jira is already out in a box, so
Oh God, I didn't think of that. Man, yeah, there's still some bad ones out there, but I was thinking that demonic lasher might be kind of terrible.
I don't know. You've sculpted some big guys.
There's some good stuff out there. Believe me, there's a huge list.
There is.
So thank you. That was super fun for me.
That was super fun.
It was a
super
blast.
And thank you for joining us, Jen. I know it was. I don't know it was last minute to you. I was like, oh, Jen is joining us. I better make sure we have miniatures. So we'll try to.
Because it was Jen, we were all on our best behavior, of course.
I noticed you were all on great behavior.
Well, we didn't have any villagers to insult too, so that helped.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah, not until you get back after this, after your dealings with the witch, right?
Yeah. Well, now we don't
Well,
know
we
what's
see
a
who gets
villager and what's
transformed.
not.
We're not turned into a flower pot or something.
I know. I don't even want to pick up a weapon and use it now.
I'm gonna give everyone a chance to plug something they're working on, or just say hi if they want to, and close out the game for themselves. I'm gonna start again this time in the upper left with Bobby.
That was super fun. I don't have anything I particularly plug, so I guess I'll just insert generic obsequious statement towards Ron Hawkins. I just want to suck up to.
Perfect. Default.
You cheese eater, Jackson.
Yeah, he's the,
Round
but
nose
Bobby,
Hawkins.
you know he's not watching this, so it doesn't matter.
He's just hoping it'll get back to him.
Yeah, it'll get back to him.
Sooner or later, someone will take it back.
Yeah, I beat you to it.
Gene?
Well, thanks, Frank. I had a great time. Really enjoyed it. Even though I almost died there, corn cob. But that's okay. he
Corn cob didn't kill
You
you.
gotta blame the snail, man.
I'm blaming you. I can't get away. I can't get away. All right. But anyway, you saved me.
I wasn't lying. The only reason a gnome could get away because he was riding a damn goat.
Hey.
Reach any shit.
So anyway, I had a good time. Thanks, everybody.
Jason.
Well, it was great. I always have a good time. I always love to play with these people. Frank, you're just amazing running this game for us. I will plug one thing, and Bobby's got some pieces in it, and I think Gene does too. The swag boxes from Reaper that are coming up for ReaperCon, I think, are on pre-order now. And you should get them all, or get in on the mega deal or something, because there are some really cool miniatures in there.
Yes. The Brinewood stuff's in there too, right? A lot of it.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, I lost track trying to count all the miniatures I wanted, so I just told Ron we need to get a whole box reserved for us. So
I need it for all the cups myself.
cups,
I wonder-
everything. It's all good. There's no
That's
bad things
cool.
in there. There's stickers in there that are great. Black
Do you
Chum
think
rum.
Ron will put our D&D books in these bags?
Well, it could be, but that's a whole different story.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Michael?
I will do a more sincere plug out to Ron. Thank you, Ron, for allowing me to be part of this. You're such a great individual and provide such great value and
sincere.
direction to our part of.
He's
Man,
trying to
those
get two
painters lay it
boxes.
on hard and thick, don't they?
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you prepare those boxes, remember who sold you a little bit better than Mr. Jackson, his wheat sauce.
The sincerity is so thick in here. Oh.
It is. Finger sincerity.
What I'd like to plug is the Crow's Nest will be back on air. We took a week off this week. It'll be back on air on Tuesday, 4 Central on this channel. Jason Weeby's going to be joining me again. He's my first returning guest.
Ooh.
We have a
Oh, that's a
special.
shock.
We have a special. No, it's not. We have a special.
This is how we
unveiling.
find
I
out.
don't even know what's being unveiled, but he told me as a bribe to get on the air again that he has something.
No, I
special for
didn't.
me.
No, it's not a miniature though, so don't get your hopes up.
I didn't think it was. It was something good though.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It is something good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You did it.
It is. It's a giant painting of
and-
Gene's nostrils.
And all praise to the great
See?
Ron Hawkins.
There's your
I did a
reference
screen
material
cap.
right there.
Oh my
I already got it.
Boogers! Boogers! Boogers!
Yep.
Boogers!
I don't know how you're going to follow that, but Rhonda?
I took a picture of Gene's phone when he wasn't looking.
To return to the swag boxes, Jason left out an important thing. There's also paint in there. And there is the paint
I left
that
it
you
for
only
you.
get
Why would I talk about paint?
And we use it in recipes and we say, well, sorry, you can't get this. You can get it now. So if you've been wanting Drown Nipple Pink or Powdered Sea, is that what that one's called?
Yeah.
There's
No
a
one
neat
knows.
As
teal.
long as it's not As long as it's not meadow green, which is a waste of a color. But,
It's not meadow green because you can get meadow green all the time because otherwise Bobby whines. But so
Meadow
a lot of
green's
the
a
cool colors
miniature
that we
now.
share recipes for you.
Yeah.
You
So
can buy
that's another
meadow
thing you
green
get in
by
the swag
quart.
boxes.
There's full of good stuff. Jen, welcome to the chaos. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm familiar. This is not my first rodeo with these guys, but I'm really glad to be playing. Had a great time tonight. It was a lot of fun. I do not have anything to plug.
Okay. I am
Yes,
going
you
to...
do.
do.
She
Wow.
lies. She has a blog.
Oh.
It's just a blog.
She has
Okay, I have a blog. It's very boring, but
Man, that a way to sell it. Whoa.
She updates way more often than I
It's
do.
mysterious. You don't know what it's like. You don't know if it's boring or not.
Jen,
Jen's
that's
your
we're going to
blog.
work on your marketing skills. We're going to work
Eye
on
of
your
the
marketing
beholder.
skills
Yeah.
later.
I'm just
You're gonna
it
have to
gives it
find
marketing expertise. I hope. I hope it's like painting.
So for me, I'm going to say thank you to Sirenscape for background ambient music. Thank you, Reaper, for letting me DM this game, for all the wonderful people I get to be introduced to. Thank you, Anne, for working the cameras and doing some switching during the game.
Yeah, thanks, Ann.
And Justin, I assume you're back there. You're so quiet.
Oh, I'm
though.
here.
Oh,
I'm
he's there.
I'm here.
So thank
He's
you,
been
Justin.
napping the whole time.
Also doing
Man, I'm
switching
glad we
during the
didn't
game.
talk about him then.
Yeah, no
I
I
kidding.
was going to say something about him.
Yeah.
Credit
Guarding
where
that
credit
door.
was due. Anne carried the show today. Good job, Anne. So thank you.
She probably had to. Somebody was
Oh yes, I mean you work a show with me. You know she has to.
Uh,
That's how it works.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're on your own little island when
Well,
Justin's
you know,
producing for you.
We'll be back here
you've
in
been as filming as me.
2 weeks. Reaper Miniatures has something every day of the week, Monday through Friday, not on the weekends. They give you it off as far as I know. Other than if you're on their Discord, where I think they have a painting club in their channel, where you can just kind of hang out and paint and stuff on Sundays.
Absolutely.
We have a game tomorrow on Nightheart Gaming from 4 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time is when it starts. It's another D&D game, but I think that's it for this evening. Justin, are we going somewhere? Are we taking this crew of people? Looks like you are raiding. We're raiding Indigo Chameleon.
Yes, this is per Anne's suggestion. So if you guys don't like it, blame Anne. I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
don't do that. But I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Indigo Chameleon, great storytellers. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Thank you guys again for coming out. The next show we have will be Monday morning with Anne, and that'll be 11:30 Central. Also, you can look for the schedule below the stream. I'm gonna put the graphic up there so that at any time, if you guys want to see what it is, you're welcome to look at the nice graphic that Ron made. And that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. You can always mail me or ship me a graphic, Justin, and I can make sure you can put it up on the stream too if you want.
All right. Remind me after this, then, or actually, as soon as we go to post show, I'll send it to you.
All right. All right.
Hey,
So thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you to all that watched this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
That was fun.
All right. Give everyone a wave, Proctor.
Everybody watching Bobby ride off with his little donkey. Goat.
Goat.
Hey,
All right.
your
See you guys.
this edition is so forgiving.
Have a great
No
night,
one would be
guys.
able to fit on a donkey.
Good night.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
This was vintage Dungeons and Dragon. All you fools would have been pushing up day